Let's go. Welcome back. Wednesday night. Hope you're having a lovely Wednesday night. Opponent is playing Scandinavian. Isn't taking with the queen. If you take here, the knight takes. I'm sure it's a line my opponent is used to since they're playing it, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to develop this knight, and if takes, I'm going to throw in this check. Okay. Just here. Preparing the castle. Okay. Yeah, because at any point if I take, it improves the knight, but it is a pawn. I mean, you get the pawn back, but no, I'm going to leave that standard disconnect, reconnecting. Saying the other day in a video, a few videos ago, that disconnecting, reconnecting hasn't affected any games, and earlier today it did. I was in time scramble, and I was up, and I was completely winning, and my opponent just stopped playing, and their clock ran down. They lost on time, but no, it was I that lost on time. Suddenly the time switched. They still had 9 seconds. I had lost on time, and all that just happened after a disconnect, reconnect. But overall, I had a good morning playing chess. Let's coordinate here with the bishop. Try to trade off this defensive bishop. Let's go. Oh, and I'm very excited about the short I'm going to publish tomorrow. Last night, on my way home from work, it was raining. I love the rain. It's such amazing videos, the lights, the blur, especially if you're shooting through another glass lens, like a bus window. I'm very excited about that. That'll be up 5 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern time. I'm up the exchange. Yeah, it just makes sense to continue simplifying. Queen takes. If queen takes, here I'll just play solid center. I like to get my rooks active on open files. Right now they're both on closed files. I'd like to get this bishop a little more active, and this knight could be better. So I'm gonna first put the rook here, probably bishop here, knight here. Where's this knight going? What's this knight thinking? Yeah, bishop here, so more control of the square. If I throw the knight up the board, knight takes, pawn takes. Yeah, let's go. Bishop develops onto the long diagonal, but it is blocked. Moment. Okay, going for some quick coordination here. One can easily defend that by stepping the queen aside or bringing the knight in. Probably a rook lift is in order. Yep. Yep, let's bring this rook over as well. Queen has... Oh no, I was going to say the queen has to defend the knight, but the bishop defends as well. Bit of a passive move from behind a closed file to another closed file. Bringing the rook over. This pawn wants to go up the board. Okay, rook's got to come back. Or rook comes this way. Or just take, try to snap it off. But then pawn takes is annoying. I can't take, the bishop defends. Yeah, I'm just going to bring the rook over. Maybe I can nudge the knight away this way. Oh, but way down on time. Way too much yapping. Minute and 39 seconds to 3 minutes and 58 seconds. On this lovely... Okay. Don't have this. Well, because knight defends here. I like this because it still threatens this if knight were to move. And the queen is actually loose. So the knight is pinned. I'm going to bring this rook up and over as well. Minute 29. If the knight goes anywhere, this is mate. So how to coax the knight away? Well, this is one way. Knight is not obliged to take. Of course, if knight takes, not only mate, but the queen is loose. Yeah, say I come here. But if knight doesn't take, then I take. Then bishop takes, and then mate. Looks promising. Going after knight. Knight absolutely cannot take. Okay, now can, because there's a square for the king to move over to. Actually, this formation, quite solid with the bishop here, defending this. And throw this pawn up the board. Oh. Or this. Oh, now the queen's just come off too. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to this threat. I just looked at this as a defensive move, keeping me from coming in, but I didn't see that it was also an offensive move, going after my knight. But here I can grab, because the pawn can't take. There's a pin here on the rook. Let's go. And my opponent had 10. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. Cheers.